Welcome. After the popularity poll, you decide you want more One Piece, so I give you more One Piece. But before that, let's take a break and prepare to one of the best saga from One Piece. Okay, let's begin. After leave Skypiea, the crew arrive on a filler episode. Skip. I know, it's a great filler, but I have to talk about 3 arcs in this video, so I don't have time to do that. Don't be mad at me. So the crew arrive on an island where all the things are longer. This island name it's Long Ring Long Land. On this island, the crew rescue some old man who was stuck on the sky for a few years. After that, you have an introduction of one of the strongest marine member, Amiral Aokiji, who is just a chill guy. He apparently know Robin. I will talk about that in a few minutes. Aokiji tried to capture Robin, but the crew start to fight him, but lose. But Aokiji let them to leave. After that, we meet a guy named Foxy, who play a game named David Jones Fight, where play different games, and the winner takes something he wants the other crew. But the problem is Fox is a trickster, but Luffy managed to beat and take back Robin and Chopper who was lost in a previous game, and after that leave the island. To be honest, first time when I see this arc I think was a filler arc, but after some research I see he was canon, and start watching back. But this arc start to give hints about Robin backstory, so it's alright I guess, and the Aokiji introduction, who is a total badass. So let's start with the serious arcs now. The crew meet an old lady named Kokoro and her grandchildren. The old lady talk about a train who travel on what? He will be important, trust me. You can't even remember my name, but to tell me what is important. Shut up tab, let's go back to the video. The crew notice their ship going merry, have some damage, so they decide to go on Water 7, where are the best shipwriter. The crew go with the gold who take from the Skypiea to take Berry, the money valued in case you forgot. The crew take 300,000 Berry. They go to the shipwreck section, when first meet Paul, who is a gamble addict who tried to steal some money, but he was stopped by a guy named Rob Lucian, who is a shipwriter too. And the third relevant shipwriter is Usopp copy Kaku. Don't understand me wrong, I like this character. He watched the ship and noticed the ship can be repaired because his bottom part is damaged. Meanwhile, Usopp was separate from the crew. He was beaten by Frankie family, some street delinquents. Their leader name is Frankie, obvious. When the crew see that Luffy, Sanji, Zoro and Chopper go and beat all of them, except Frankie, who was away to buy something with the stealed money. I wonder what he buy with that money. The crew talk about changing their ship, but Usopp don't want to do that, so he end up fighting Luffy. One of the saddest fight from One Piece. Luffy win, but let Usopp to keep Mary. The leader of Water 7 is Iceberg. Was attempt an assassination by Nico Robin, who make people from Water 7 to hate Straw Hats. Probably are you confused right now? Some dude with a mask said to Robin to leave the crew if she want to protect them, so she left. The next night we discover that Rob Lucian, Kaku, and the Iceberg secretary, Khalifa, are secret agents to the world government and try to find some blueprints to an ancient weapon. I don't know more about this weapon either. They try to kill Iceberg, but Straw Hats arrive on time. They start fighting with them, but Rob Lucian with his leopard fruit beat Luffy and Zoro and throw them away to another part of the city. And after that they leave. Okay, now let's talk about the weather in the Water 7. Every year, water rises on a form of tsunami and cover a part of the city, and the crew is in that part, but they manage to escape. In the same time, Usopp was given shelter by Frankie, who was taken by the same agents too because he's like a brother with Iceberg, he have the blueprints for that weapon. Agents who have the name of Cypher Paul 9 or CP9 take Robin and Frankie on the C train, but also on that train are Sanji and Usopp. But for the rest of the video I call him Sogeking because he have an alter ego. I think it's a big mystery if it's another person. And the rest of the crew was given an all-sea train by Iceberg. With that come Frankie family because they want to rescue Frankie, Paul and the rest of shipwreckers. This is the end of the arc. I really love this arc because it's a mix of funny moment with the serious moment and merge to make you engage every second. But we have to talk about the great part of this saga, Enies Lobby. Usopp and Sanji managed to take Robin and Frankie, but Robin surrendered to protect Sanji and Usopp from the agents, and Frankie was taken by force. And the CP9 disconnect the train car. The rest of the crew come behind, and I need to mention this epic moment of Zoro cutting the train car with that slash. On the Enies Lobby, the leader of CP9, Spandam, give the Kaku and Khalifa devil fruits. They got the giraffe fruit and the bubble fruit. And rest of the CP9 agents have fruit too, but I think I only mentioned Jabra because he have the wolf fruit. And was that frog who tried to stop the train on beginning of the arc, but I forget to mention. The crew make a dangerous move to enter Enies Lobby, but with a little luck they manage to enter. Luffy arrived first on a roof when we introduced to his new transformation Gear 2, or Gear 2, who used to beat Bruno from CP9 with one hit. And the rest of the crew arrived at the roof too. Here we have a great moment where the crew say to Robin they will help her if she want that. And the crew declare war with the world government by destroying their flag. And Frankie destroyed the blueprint. Alright, it's the time to backstory. Frankie was raised by a fisherman named Tom, alongside with Iceberg. They learn how to repair ship. Tom was arrested because he built the Pirate King ship, but he proposed to build a sea train to don't be executed. He managed to do that, but some jerk from CP take Frankie battleship and fire off the court, so they execute Tom. Frankie tried to stop the train, but his body was destroyed in the process, so he rebuilt himself as a cyborg. And about Robin, her mother abandoned her to investigate the history of the world. The rest of the island treat her like a monster. Only place when she feel like he have a family was the archaeologist group led by Clover. In one day, a giant arrived on the island and became friends with Robin. His name is Saul. Robin's mom come back on the island, but after her come the world government agents. Every person from the island was killed. But Robin managed to escape with Saul's help, but he was frozen by Aokiji. But because Saul was Aokiji's friend, Aokiji make a way to let Robin leave the island. And after that Robin ran to the world government because she know how to read an ancient language, who all the person from her island know. This is one of the saddest backstory in One Piece, and every time I hear it I start crying. Robin says she wants to leave, so the crew enter the Enies Lobby and start fighting with the Cypher Pool agents. Every fight are insane, but all manage to win. But the fight I want to talk the most is Luffy versus Rob Lucien. In this fight, Luffy used second transformation from this arc, Gear 3. Even he was in disadvantage all the fight, he managed to respect his promise. He will not fall until he beat Rob Lucien, because that mean Robin will be free. And this fight it's awesome. After that the island was attacked by a Buster Call. This mean Far Marine Vice Admiral will come with their ship to destroy the island. But when the crew don't have hope, the last crew member come to help them, Mary. But on their way to the Water 7, the ship break. We discover Iceberg managed to repair Mary to go on the help of the crew, but he can't do anything now. and he say he never saw a ship who loved his crew so much, because if a ship is loved by his crew, he will become alive. So the crew have to burn Mary. Give me a second, I have something in my eyes. This moment is very sad, and it's hard to watch again on this moment, but I have to put here. After that, on Ennis lobby, come a vice admiral who come to Luffy. This vice admiral is Luffy grandpa, Garp, the hero of the marine, and with him are Helmeppo, the dude from East Blue, and Kobe, who have one of the best glow up on anime. And we find out that the cloud person from the East Blue are Luffy's father, Dragon, the most wanted person from the world. After Ennis lobby, the crew make a new bounty, and the Frankie take a bounty too. So after a hard time for Frankie, he joined the crew as the shipwreck, and he revealed with the money who stole from the crew earlier, he built a new ship called Thousand Sunny, the new Straw Hat ship. And after that, Usopp apologized from leaving the crew because all this time he was technically leaving. We have a fight between Blackbeard and Ace on the other side of the Grand Line, but we talked about that in another video. And with that, we end up the best saga in One Piece. I really love this saga, and it's still one of my favorite part of the series. And he deserves all the love, because give me more information about Robin, a new Straw Hat, a lot of iconic moments from this series. I hope you like this video, and see you next one. Bye bye.